Okay, the next group we're going to look at are Black Angus summer 2-year-old bulls. Again, we're phasing out our fall calving program on these black cows, so just a few fall bulls this year. The majority of these 85 bulls, in excess of 75, are black 2s. So these are black 2s with what we think is our distinctive kind of trademark in these bulls. They're broad top, big gutted, low set, beefy, bulls with all the traditional Black Angus goodness to them, and all the convenience that we can put into them. So we're going to look at 3 pens of these black bulls today. Just want you to appreciate the incredible body depth of these bulls. This is a late May 2-year-old bull. Lots of pay, weight, and power. These bulls are raised with the selection priorities the same as our reds. Very moderate birth weights. We want these cattle to be middle of the road crossbreeding machines that will go out and work in the cow herds of Canada to produce really powerful Angus cross calves. So easy to appreciate the uniformity when you get to see these bulls all lined up like that. They're kind of like they're shot from a gun. You can pick one bull, but they all look the same. You guys are being a little hard to handle this morning. They either don't want to move or want to move too fast. So that's our first pen of summer bulls. And here's our second pen of summer 2-year-old black bulls. Again, you're not going to be able to tell much difference from the first pen. A little difference in age here. These bulls, the first pen were probably a lot of June bulls. These bulls are getting up into late May and June now. These bulls again are all, of course, produced here on the home ranch out of our purebred cows. These are purebred bulls for sure. Just marvel at the body depth that we've been able to put in some of these bulls with some of the newer sires we're using. These bulls are summered on a rotational grazing system, just like all the rest of the bulls that are developed here. We'll try and move these bulls around so you can have a good look at them, but they say you can sort one, but they really all look very much the same. These bulls have birth weights, lots and lots of them in the 70-pound range, some into the 60s. We can select Black Angus heifer bulls out of these groups from long lines of genetically light birth weight cattle that are going to give you no trouble, but will still give you the pay, weight, and power on your heifers that gives you something to sell. Kind of pan across the front of these bulls. You can see the broad tops, the balance, the smoothness that these bulls offer. And again, as I mentioned earlier, the incredible body depth we've been able to put into some of these bulls now with the genetics that we're using. And, depth and length is where the pay, weight, and the power come from. Our Angus cows are convenience cows. They're cows that we don't see much of really. They're grass calved, so we don't get real close to them, and yet our temperament is pretty darn good. These bulls are pen checked on foot. They're quiet and easy to handle. Even though we're kind of a big cow outfit, temperament's always been really critical to us. So we'll move these bulls past us and around again. Black bulls are always hard to show because of the lighting. They all look much the same, but thickness and meatiness, convenience and light birth weights, and lots of bulls that are all good bulls. Okay, the last pen of black bulls we're going to look at here today are this youngest sort on our summer 2-year-old black bulls, mostly June bulls in here, in a bit smaller pen of bulls, so we might be able to have a little better look at them. We'll move these bulls around and have a good look. We do have a great set of 8 or 10 fall-born bulls, all by a net worth son, that are really strong bulls as well. We just won't show them this morning in the interest of time, but they are available on our website and in our catalog, of course, lots of photos. So we'll move these bulls around. These, as I said, are the younger sort. Same type of bulls exactly as the 2 older pens. Broad topped and deep, light birth, mostly here A lot of these bulls are out of first calf heifers, birth weights in the 70-pound range. Still with the balance and thickness and Angus traits that we value. We value a lot of traditional Angus traits. Boy, you know, Angus fit the middle of the road, and that's what these bulls are.
Now we have a lean, profitable, well-founded cow business destined to roar for years. The market fundamentals are just perfect. There's just no turning this thing around. It takes a minimum of 5 years to add any cow numbers and any effective numbers of calves sold, so we're in great shape for a long time to come.